Check 1 2. Good evening. Let me fade this music out. Hey. All right, good people. This is your boy Gaming Dad. Welcome back. Happy Monday. Let me see if I can get myself centered in this piece. Let me scoot up a little bit. No, I can't. I'll figure it out. What's going on, good people? Happy New Year. In my Martin Luther King voice, I was so happy. I'm so happy to see y'all this week. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're happy. Oh, man, welcome. Crazy day, man. Listen, man, your boy hasn't been feeling good. I got my water. I'm sipping it. I ain't major sick, nothing like that. But I've been drinking so many fluids today. Because I kind of felt myself getting kind of sick last week, but man, the weather was like not even a day and a half ago. It was like 75. It's like 35 now. So man, like you know what, things were growing outside and everything. You know, my allergies started acting up, and then it got cold real quick. And okay. I'm sorry, I got interrupted. SOC, my man SOC, I got your question in a hot second. But the weather changed on me so bad that man, my allergies, and then it got cold, and it's like, man, so I've been drinking a lot of fluids, but man, I've been using the bath, I've been peeing left and right. Boy, I'm telling you, like, I'm trying not to sip too much because I'm gonna have the my little "I'll be right back soon" screen gonna pop up, and I'm gonna use the bathroom. I ain't about to, it's been serious. It's a serious matter. And then usually we don't never have basketball games on Mondays, man, but they rescheduled a couple of our basketball games that got canceled. And so we had a basketball game today, and I got a basketball game next Monday. So next Monday, I will not stream on Monday. I'm going to stream on Tuesday. I think that's what it'll be today. It's either going to be Tuesday or Wednesday. But I'll let you guys know by the end of this stream. I think it's going to be Wednesday. But it could be Tuesday. I'll make my final decision. Matter of fact, I'll let the wheel decide. That's how we do it. All right, let me go ahead and get some people on. I didn't type anybody in. Shout out to Mikey Dreamer. I winner from last week. Let me get to SOC. Shout out to SOC with the $2 super chat. And he says, hey, are you going to do a channel membership soon? That is the plan. The plan is before March to have everything set up and ready to go for a channel membership. The key is it's not hard to set up. The issue is making sure that if to me, it's like if I want to do a membership, I want to make sure that I am taking care of those who say, listen, I'm going to commit this amount of money to you, every month. I don't care if it's $1 a month or or $10 a month. I want to make sure that the value is there. Because I think if you undervalue the product, then I don't want to cheat anybody. So that's me. Maybe I'm wrong for thinking that way, but I just want to make sure it's done right. So thanks, SOC, man. Yeah, absolutely. That is thy plan. So Mikey Dreamer was our winner for last time. Get SOC on the board. Happy New Year. I think I got a bot on the board. I'm putting the bot in. If y'all lose to a bot, it is what it is. Guerrilla Tactics in the building. All right, let me read some of these. You should see some of these comments. Guerrilla Tactics, boy, he be on CMG. All right, so SOC says, hey, of course we got a bot in here. Guerrilla Tactics says, oh man, it's Nintendo heavy podcast tonight. I'll be in the back roasting CMG. But listen, homie, before I get to Steve M's comment, man, let me go ahead. I don't know what my Michigan Wolverines did, man. They just did not come to play. I know I switched gears to football, but I got to deal with the elephant in the room, man. I've been dealing with it all week since they lost. And my Georgia friends has been clowning me because, man, they did not come to play, man. I think they was happy with beating Ohio State, and that was it. They're like, all right, our season's over with. Or the quarterback was on the take. He was terrible. All right, but enough of that. Let me keep it going. I said my piece. Steve M says we gotta talk about Square Enix letter. It just shows the AAA gaming industry doesn't want to make games and would rather make pyramid schemes. Ooh, that's heavy. Than take advantage of people and ruin the environment. Absolutely, man. You know what, man? I was quite. You know what? The metaverse excites me, but also scares me as a gamer. And as a parent, grandparent one day of future gamers. It's just, that environment and what they're doing, like you said before, and that's a great way you put it, as almost like a Ponzi scheme for people to jump in and spend all their money, but not really, not really enjoying the game. What happened to this good gameplay? People might look at me funny because, I'm 46 years old. I rock my Nintendo Switch OLED in public with no qualms about it. They laugh at me and I say, man, Switch is my favorite system. And they're like, man, you got a PS5 and Xbox Series X? I said, yeah, and they just sitting here. I just played my PS5 recently. But however, man, I'm playing there's games that I ain't even beat on my Switch that I was in the bed just chilling playing Hellblade. Man, I forgot how good Hellblade is, man. I would definitely, if you have not picked up Hellblade, man, definitely. My boy Liddy back in the, oh man, Liddy, what's going on 500 degrees? Bring him to the knees and make him say, please. What's going on, my guy, man? Thank you for the super chat. I'm going to get to your question in a hot second. But yeah, man, Steve M, man, definitely, man, this new year is crazy, man, and I'm not liking the direction. I hope the core fan base of gamers give Square Enix exactly what they want. I hope I hope it's channels that are bigger than me that have 100,000 subscribers. Voice their opinions and be strong about. Saying like this is not something that gamers want. I don't want to be taken advantage of. It's bad enough, we got to deal with Facebook because Facebook is going that direction. And that Facebook thing might just be a good thing. But I'm not looking for a social media experience from Square Enix. So I totally agree with you on that. Chris, what's going on, man? What you? Hold on, let me. Chris got a good question. Let me type him into the chat. I'm gonna assume Chris, because Chris is a legend. Chris, he know how to get in there. He be like, man, I'm gonna time it on Twitch. Let me see. Okay, no, let's see. Okay, he is on Twitch. Let me go ahead and get Chris twice on here. All right, Chris is on there twice. All right. So Chris says, I got Goldeneye Remastered coming to the Nintendo Switch Online Expansion Pass as a standalone app. As well as Game Pass, with both being sold digitally as well. I would tell you one thing. If this game goes digital, please limited run games. Please limited run games. Make it physical. I would pay the premium to have it physical on the Switch. I would pay that. I would pay that handsomely. I would pay that. But we're gonna talk about tonight. That's another good question we're gonna talk about tonight. Is how much I put this poll out there. And I guess we'll look into the results of that poll, but I wanted to find out how much would you be willing to pay for Goldeneye. Some people like, I don't know. No Nintendo 64 app edition. I don't know, but listen, I think it is. I think it's going to be a part of that expansion pass because they got to do something because the public is getting quite and you know what, matter of fact, and it better run good when it come out. Steve M. Hey man, is this true? Detective Pikachu 2 movie is canceled. Oh man, let's see if it. Hold on, man. That's pretty good news right there. Stevie M with the detective work. Boom. I'm trying to figure it out. It says Pokemon Detective Pikachu and last year's Sonic movie both arrive on Netflix. Oh, no, that's not what it. No, that's old. That's old. What did you find out at it, Steve? I need to find out. Let's see. Let me go back to this here. Chris says I also got Breath of the Wild 2 releasing March 2023, but being advertised as 2022 and considered a fiscal year 22. Okay, so you're saying it's going to release in March and be a part of that the 2022 fiscal year. Ooh, I mean that could very happen. If in that scenario, it's a Switch Pro that's launching with it. In that scenario, that's just my opinion. I won't say that automatically. Like I think it's wrong, but in that scenario, that Pro is launching with it. If they're gonna wait that long, which I just don't see Nintendo, waiting that long, because you know what, they don't have to be honest. They got to get it right, but it's not like a must to get it right. Like they absolutely had to get it right with the Wii U version and the Nintendo Switch version. That first one had to be right. They had to do everything they can to make it right. And I'm not saying that they're not, but I think they got a little bit more leeway. Please don't let me have to pee a lot, but I had to drink this water, man. All right, so that's. Say Gorilla Tactics says our first please understand of the year with Pikachu 2, huh? Griff said we in here. Chi-Town in the building. Chi-Town watching traded in my OLED at GameStop for $285 and got a Series S and loving it. Listen. I tried. To me, I say this. I still believe the Series S and Game Pass is the best value in video games. Listen. I can't be mad at you for that decision if you're not a portable gamer. Cause see, I'm a portable gamer, so they was like, no, and I got an X. But to me, I like that move you made. As long as you got Game Pass, I mean, you can't go wrong right now. Tons of gameplay. You really don't got to go out and buy no new games for it. If you just apps, and you got EA Play, you might not get Madden on day one, but you'll eventually get it. You play the old Madden for sure. See, Tim, let me get you on the board. All right, got you. Grid Attack says, will your membership have an expansion pack like Nintendo Switch Online? No, not an expansion pack. But you know what? I plan on. I would like to do some higher tier giveaways to my subscribers, to my especially my membership people. I maybe like on a if not a monthly or a bi-monthly basis, where we're giving out maybe like a $25 gift shop card, if not a $50 card. Kind of depends on financially, can it be sustainable. So yeah, that's the question. But I know you were trying to be funny. That was good. Chris said, "Let me lose to a bot or Chris." Oh man, funny, man. Golly, that guy's funny. SOC representing on Twitch, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get him chimed in. All right. They always change the name, man. But I know it's you. I'm not gonna go back and switch it. I got another bot, Valentina. Where do these bots come from? If I take it, I don't care. Thank you, Valentina. Chris says Nintendo going to bring back the Miiverse and Metaverse. As Metaverse, okay. Or Millitraverse, what is it called? The Miiverse, I like the Miiverse. I thought it was dope. Liddy Gang says, with the super chat, man, thanks, Liddy Gang. Appreciate you, my brother. He says, Happy New Year's, brothers. Hey, man, happy right back to you, man. Happy New Year to you. Hey, Geeky. Let me get you chimed in real quick. Happy New Year to you. Laggy Dude, remember me? God, don't make listen. Please forgive me, Laggy Dude. I do not remember you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. It's been a minute, but you know what? Where would I know you? Do I know you personally, or do I just know you from the channel? Good question. But Laggy Dude, man, you listen. You remember me? We give out our free $10 eShop card every Monday night, and by you saying you remember me, you have just entered to win, and we give it out every Monday night. Vic in the building said, "What's up, Gaming Dad? Back at it again with another great stream." My boy Vic in the building. Did you ship out that Halo figure? Nope, I'm shipping it out tomorrow. It's because it's an overseas shipment. And I think it'd be a little different, but I'm shipping it out tomorrow, and I will send you a picture with a tracking number as soon as I get it done. Yeah, but it's going out tomorrow. Like a dude say, "Hey, Gaming Dad, remember me?" I did not. All right, you gotta help me. You gotta help me remember you, laggy dude. I got another bot in the building. I don't know what you just said, but I'm gonna try to spell your name. I don't know what name I put it down. Xavier, what's going on, man? It says you have got to get the Wii viewer on here because he is too. Get the Wii viewer on here because he is too a gamer that. I've never seen the Wii viewer. I got to check him out. Maybe you can share my video to him. I don't. But Xavier, let me get you on the board, man. Thanks for coming out tonight. You know how we do. Every Monday night, give out a free Nintendo eShop card. Let me get that name typed in. Greta said. Good luck putting that game in. I know that's right. I was struggling a little bit. I was like, man, this is not normal. Cool Breezy, taking it easy for sheezy. Cool Breeze in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Happy New Year, my brother. All right. Cool Breeze, it'll be $20. Oh, I see. I knew it was coming. Oh, how about the Wolverines? Oh, hi. What? No. Nah. Remember now. We put 40 on y'all. And you know what? I didn't say a word, Cool Breezy. But we lost. We listen. Matter of fact, we didn't even show up for the Georgia game. That was a disgrace. But we showed up for the Ohio State game and gave you a whooping. It says, Chris says, expansion pass is a standalone app. Okay, I got you. And Game Pass. Okay. So, I got, not thoroughly understand. Got you. Good Attack said, I said $30 because Game Pass 99 cents wasn't an option for how much I'd be willing to pay. Oh, got. No. This on the Switch. We ain't talking about Game Pass. Uh, Nike dude, man. I don't remember you, man. You gotta help me out. All you say is all I hear is like, you gotta really help me out. I just don't remember. Sorry. All I hear is hey. I don't think the game is going to be done. Which game you talking about? Nintendo 64. We need to get my predictions on a post-it note, like they do Charles Barkley inside NBA. Brent Jack, what's going on, Brent? How you doing, man? That my first stream found your channel when you're looking for reviews on games for my 5-year-old. Yes, I do. I tell you, a great game, Brent, for your 5-year-old. I just did a video on Peppa Pig, and if you like the TV show, man, that game plays like you are playing the TV show. I would recommend it to any kid that's 5 and below for sure. But that's a great game, man. You want to check out my video on that for Peppa Pig. And, you know, some of my regular subscribers have been clowning me. Quake 311. But, you know, it is what it is. But, yeah, man, I'm glad you stopped by. But you know what, Brent, by you stopping by tonight, man, you put yourself into a drawing. I give out a free Nintendo eShop card every Monday night. And let me show you what we do. I'm going to get you to the wheel. All right, so you listen, hey, Brent, right now I'm putting your name right on the board. And so if you can't stay around, that's fine. Just come back to this stream or come back and watch this video later just to see if you won. And if you won, I have you follow me either on Twitter at gaming_dad3 or on Instagram at gamingdad3. And just send me a message and say, hey, Gaming Dad, I won last night. Where my money? And then, you know, I'll just send you the code for the eShop card. And so this way you can give it to your 5-year-old or whatever like that, man. So, Brent, man, I appreciate the follow, man. Salute you and all that you do. All right. It says, so Brent got the follow. Appreciate that. If Goldeneye releases on the Switch, it'll be so, I'll be so happy. I think, it's a Basil Droid. I would totally agree. I'm all over that. That's like only because, man, unlike a lot of new gamers, I have such great fond memories. And the bad part about my GoldenEye story, man, I wasn't even gonna buy the game. I didn't even know anything about it until I just walked into, at the time it was called EB Games, and the guy was like, "Hey, you know what, man? You gotta, like, I was looking for a game to buy." He was like, "Man, you gotta buy this game." And I was like, "What?" He was like, "Man, you gotta buy this game." And it was an old guy. He was like, "You gotta buy this game." You know what? I play computer games. This is the first time a first-person shooter has been this good on a console. So, all right. I was a big fan of James Bond, but, you know, I just didn't know. Because, you know, that cartridge was expensive back in the day. And so I picked it up and went home and fell in love. I was like, man, this game is the best thing since sliced bread. Sir Dan, dude, what's going on with you, man? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that good stuff. Let me get back. Let me get out this. Maybe I should just get off the screen. I'll come back to the wheel. All right. So, let me get you on the board, Sir Dan, dude. Happy New Year. Once again, Happy New Year, everybody. This is the first stream of the year. I'd like to see who's going to be the first winner of the year. Chris says 2D Mario tie-in Mario. Okay, that's a 2D movie tie-in Mario game. Breath of the Wild 2 fiscal year Q4 2022. But he's saying that it's going into 2023. Goldeneye, Epic Mickey 3. There's different others on here. I think, you know, Nintendo's going to surprise. I'm really getting more excited for this Direct. The key is, do we get a Direct before Pokemon Arceus? Do we get a Direct before Pokemon Arceus? And I think so. If not, we might. If we don't get a regular Direct, I think we'll get a Pokemon Arceus Direct. So I think we're gonna go nine. I said I think we're gonna get Goldeneye soon, like this month. That will be dope to get it like at a direct, and it was like today. I was like, okay, I'll be all over that. That will be. He said, or next month. Okay, I think if we get a direct this month, I think it's a good chance it'll happen really soon after that. Hey Courtney, how are you doing? So hi, Gaming Dad. How long does it take for you to do a review? Looking forward to seeing your Pokemon Legends on the OLED. Turnaround usually it takes me about if I sit here, do the recording and the editing all in one swap, it take me probably about a half a day. Yep, about well depends. That's a great question. It depends if it depends on how good the gameplay is. If I can get all the gameplay, relatively in, and my editing, if I get that portion done the right way, it will cut down the amount of time I spend in editing. A lot of times, it don't take me nothing to record it. It's the editing that kills me. It's like, what, and by me being so busy with basketball and doing so many other things, the concentrating and focusing on a turnaround from a game is, tough. If I was just a YouTuber, oh yeah, I would have videos. I can probably average 2 or 3 videos a day if I was just a flat out this was my main job was to do YouTube. But if I was living by myself, I could probably make that happen. But having kids is hard. My son wrestling, my daughter getting ready to start soccer. It's crazy. But I've never had that question, so I'm so glad that you asked. Thank you, Courtney. Courtney, let me get you on the board. And I told Vic earlier that I'm probably going to send y'all stuff out tomorrow. I'm going to sneak out during school. Don't tell anybody. And go to the post office. The good thing about my classroom is if I don't have so many kids, and there's one particular period I don't have any kids. Especially if there's one kid, he never shows up. But if he don't show up, then I'm free this period, so that I can jump out to the post office and come back and no one will know. No one would know. All right. All right, got another bot. I'm not going to put that bot in there either. SOC said, real talk, Miiverse needs to come back. Miiverse was, I totally agree. I thought it was very unique. And that, to me, a lot of people didn't buy the Wii U, but I think if people would have bought the Wii U like they're buying the Switch, Miiverse would be dope. Matter of fact, yeah, I don't understand why my Miiverse cannot run on the Switch. I mean, especially the Switch has a touch screen, so you can do all kind of stuff. Man, who are we? We're just some regular old gamers, right? There's a group of people working on it, and they have it. Oh, they have it halfway done. When they are done, I'll have to mod my Wii U and 3DS to use it. Oh, because I don't want to mod my stuff, but so I live in the. Hey, okay, Vic. Okay, hold on. Yeah, it's a lot of bots in there. I don't know where they're coming from. But okay, Vic. Listen. Maybe I looked at the address wrong, and what she sent me on, Courtney sent me on TikTok. But I swear it said UK. I was like, dang, this is UK. I listen. I wish. Okay, I'll look at it again. Maybe it was me. I don't know. I'm looking for my phone. Oh, but I promise you, I'll look again. If not, I'll send a message back and say, hey, it said. I swear it says the UK. If y'all guys in the US, it'd be great. CT. I thought it said okay. What the okay. I'll listen. I'm gonna figure it out. If you're in the US, I'm gonna get it to you, and it should be quick. This is I know this is a Nintendo channel, but I will still watch whenever I can because I love the stream. Oh man, shut up, man. Chicago will always be watching. Chi-Town in the building, man. And you know what? Thanks, man. I appreciate it. You know what? Listen, it's even though Nintendo dominates the majority of the channel. I get it. But I do, I do report on PlayStation and Xbox. They just haven't announced anything, man. and even in my research, when I go to, I look at every channel before or every, I go through every system before I do the stream, man, and it's like nothing to like really report. Of course you got Goldeneye and this possibility of Goldeneye coming to the the Xbox Series X and a possibility coming to the Switch, and the reasons why it never came. That story has been only story of late. The only thing that really pops off when it comes to PlayStation or Xbox is like availability. I don't think it's gonna probably be like that until we get closer to E3. But hey, Chi-Town, man, I appreciate you. Don't be pulling the bots on the wheel. I put one on there though. I forgot what bot I put on there. I put two on there. There are two bots on there. We need a moderator for the chat. Listen, yeah, we do. You got big enough where they're in here every week now. You know what, they have been kind of like this trolling in here slowly, but they haven't been too much of a problem. But the last couple weeks they have though. They gave me that. If you would like, I can mod the chat for you. Listen, SOC will take care of that for me too. SOC is my guy, man. So, or I'm sure some wonderful people who would love to do, would love to too. Gorilla Tactics said, I nominate Dan Dude as a mod. Teach that youngster the value of hard work and disappointing pay. Oh, very disappointed. Brett said, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Oh, man, no problem. Laggy Dude is back again. Goldeneye was the first game I remember letting you kill NPCs. Yeah, man, Goldeneye was like phenomenal. When is my KD bobblehead supposed to arrive? I am mailing that second round out tomorrow. That is my plan, Sir Dan Dude. So hopefully you should get it sometime this week. Yeah, I get back. I got them all right here in front of me, so I'll be taking them off to work to get the last bit of those. I got to send Geeky's controller out as well, and so that's my plan. So as soon as I get something, I will send you a tracking number so you can be able to track it down, and hopefully that gets to you soon. Chris says, I was just saying those were my predictions lately. Direct in February, Pokemon presentation this month. Yeah, I think that's logical. If not, if Nintendo just don't, drop the bomb. But I think they might let Pokemon have the stage to itself and kind of let everyone kind of build for this participation. Is anybody picking up Pokemon Arceus Legends? I'm picking it up. But who for sure, oh man, I'm in. Because you know what, that thought process of Pokemon open world is enticing, especially from a guy who, I'm not the biggest fan, but I like that concept, so I'm willing to dig in. Ben, what's going on, buddy? Happy New Year to you. It's my guy Ben right here. Ben's my friend. Dad, who is Laggy Dude? I bet you it's one of my children trolling me. Ben's Toy Channel. Got you, Dan. Ben, you on the board, buddy. Got 19 people. Hey, listen, do me a favor real quick. Jump out the screen real quick. Hit that like button. Jump back in. It really, really helps the channel. You too, Laggy Dude. Laggy Dude, you keep asking me the same question. Ooh, sir, this comment is not meant to be read out loud. From the first stream, I actually had 1v1. Oh, that was a long time ago. So this okay. Then what's your real name then, Laggy Dude? So how do I get a Gianna's bobblehead? Oh man, listen, Brent, we do a Christmas stream every year, and this is the one that he won here, and I give out a ton of stuff on right before Christmas, and it is a big old stream, man. We give out about 15 different prizes, man, from gift cards to game codes to statues to I got somebody who got a Transformer Bumblebee. a Halo statue. You know, we give out a bunch of stuff, man. And so that was right. We do it every Christmas. Yes, last Christmas, not every Christmas, but last year was our second Christmas. I've only been a streamer probably for about it's going on 2 years. God almighty, right? Time flies. Time flies, man. But yeah, you know you got the Kevin Durant bobblehead, and so he had to ask his dad first. I do not tell. What's it? I do not tell Kid. I don't know. Okay. What then, like you do if you want to be one me, you probably won because I'm not very good. I'm good at fighting games, but like when it comes to like games like Smash, I ain't that good. This stream is PG-13. It is. Listen, I don't like to curse or anything like that. I think that's not intelligent. I think we can. It's other words we can use besides cuss words to be on the live stream. That's just me saying, you know. All right, good people. Listen, hey, we kicked it a little bit. It's not. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. When it comes to news, there's not a whole lot of news, but I got some great discussion topics that I want to kick with you guys about. So maybe I'll quit YouTube. No, don't quit YouTube like you do. I mean, you gotta give yourself to that. Am I gonna quit YouTube? I don't know. Are you gonna quit YouTube? You probably shouldn't. All right. Let's see. Let's get into some. Let me. Did that make it in the 30 subs? Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Being a YouTuber is not as easy as people, you know, make it portray it to be. I was lucky. I would tell anybody in a minute. My whole YouTube career was lucky. I was some things I was able to do because I have a job is, you know, buy cameras and lighting, things of that nature, and everybody can't do that. I was lucky to get a Switch Lite before anybody else, and that kind of really launched my career. That's the reason why I would never trade in that Switch Lite because of that. Speaking of Smash, I got it for Christmas. Man, congratulations, man. Listen, make sure you play your dad and your mom and then put the beat down on them. And let your mom be like the character from Animal Crossing and just like get like Incineroar and just like keep slamming her. Gaming Dad, you think I could stream Switch with a laptop as my computer? Yes. All you if your computer, all you really need is it's got to be able, your processor is gonna have to be able to handle the Elgato. But yeah, absolutely, I've done it before off a laptop. So yeah, YouTube, the algorithm does suck, but you know what? It took me to even get to this point here. Like I'm constantly learning. I would tell you that just because I come on here and I put out videos, I do some gameplay and things of that nature. But I'm constantly like learning different ways. You know, it took a long time to get to this point where I had lighting. It took a long time to get to a point where I was confident enough to speak in front of a camera like this here. You know, because even though I'm talking to you, of course, I'm talking to you over line. But I'm just talking to a camera, and there's me, a camera, and there's green screen behind me. That's it. If I really showed you my room, y'all be like, dang, Gaming Dad, you kind of junky. Like, I ain't trying to be junky. I'm just busy. My kids looking at me, I'm like, clean your room. They be like, have you seen your room, Dad? I'm like, clean your room anyway. Oh, man. Chris, I just want to do a Twitch streaming Switch games. Yeah, okay. The question would be, Chris, like, what do you want to get out of it? Do you want to be something that you want it to be like a career, or is it something like you want to do for fun? Cause do it for fun, I mean, great, man. But if you want to take a career out of it, just it takes. I mean, it's not easy. I would tell you this journey has not been easy. But I mean, I'm got to a point where I'm able to to make enough money to give back to you guys, but like I ain't making no crazy profit. It's really like I like doing this. Like I really I if I had a choice on being a YouTuber, and if I'm able to quit my job, and still make the same amount of money, I would do it. Mm, I would do it because I like this. I like kicking it. I might meeting great people like you guys, and I like if I had more time, I would probably really put this YouTube thing on his head. He said, "Yes, I will." That's right, Ben. Goodbye forever or not. I wish you good luck to getting 1 million. Hey, appreciate you, like it, dude. Appreciate you. All right. When are you going to get into the news? Vic be so pushy. Vic's pushy. He be like, man, I want to hear you talk. Get into the news, darn it. I would say the other word, but then I'd be like breaking my own rules. All right. So let's get into the news. All right. Once I can find my little, okay. All righty. Be into the news. I guess we'll start here. A Nintendo Switch shortage will most likely extend into 2022. See, a part of me want to say, like, you know what? Hey, man, go out, get your Switch before there be no more. But another part of me was like, man, I know marketing. And I know, and I've seen this story before. Like, oh, get them out. They all sold out everywhere. You gotta get one. And people, you like this, people going crazy just trying to get a PS5, but they still sold 15 million units, which is crazy. And Xbox is doing well so like they can't meet demand. You know what? I hate to say it, man. We just live in a world, man, where everybody's trying to manipulate somebody else because everybody got an agenda. But I won't say this about the Switch because it is affecting a lot of people. If you drive by any car lot recently, especially a new car lot, you won't see a lot of new cars out there. Anytime this is the first time ever I've ever heard of a car being pre-ordered. That's the first time ever. I'm going to get I'm getting a new truck. But I don't know when I'm gonna get it. It might be sometime this year. It might be sometime next year. What's going on, CMG? I'll get you on the board in a second. But I gotta pre-order it. So I know the chip shortage is affecting some people, but I just don't think it's affecting. I don't know. I'm a conspiracy theorist. Don't listen to me. Side note, listen to me. I think it's more to it. All right, listen. So unfortunately, for those looking to grab a Nintendo Switch, it seems that the supply shortage will last until at least early 2022. I think it's going to last longer than that. So maybe it'll make them think about all digital console. Oh, do not want that, like the new Xbox and the new PlayStation. I do not want that. Sorry, Vic. I do not want an all-digital console. Even though I did like my PSP Go. My PSP Go was fire. What's going on, Gaming Day? Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, my brother. CMG in the building. Let me get CMG on the board before I forget. Don't forget CMG, man. Hook a brother up, man. Hit that like button. CMG. It's on the board. All right, we're up to 20 people on for the giveaway. I saw a neighbor get a car delivered from Carvana. I don't trust buying a car I can't test drive for. Exactly. I think, I'm trying my best to get away from new car, but it's going to be my last new car because it's going to be electric. I'm pre-ordering a F-150 all-electric truck, and it's going to be my last one. My last new car. Everything else will be used or super used. So I don't like digital games. They take up more space. Yeah, I just don't like digital games because um, I like to have some level of control, and I just think once you go digital, you just lose a level of control that you can't get back. Now I understand some indie games can't afford. That's the only way you can play that game. But if I can play it on the cartridge, I'll just buy it on the cartridge. It won't take me nothing to take it out and you know and sometimes I don't mind double dipping. I like to have a physical copy because I like to be I'm probably gonna end up being a Nintendo Switch collector because I got so many games. All right, let's get back to the story. The Switch isn't the only gaming console to be affected by the shortages either. Earlier this year, Sony CFO, that guy's name, told investors that any further COVID-19 breakouts will exacerbate its already limited supply. Okay, so at the end of the day, yes, Nintendo is warning you that get a Switch now or forever hold your peace. I mean, listen, I'm glad I got mine. You know what? I talk to people all the time. They're like, oh, you know what? I'm cool with my regular Switch. You know what? I bet you are, but I bet you. Listen, playing games on that OLED is far better experience. If you're a handheld gamer, this was a no-brainer. I do have a question for everybody in the chat. Has anybody seen Spider-Man? And if so, where do you rank it on your all-time list of MCU? Because a lot of my friends were like, oh, man, this is in the top 3. And even though it was good, it's not my top 3. It wasn't better than Endgame. My favorite one was Civil War. It wasn't better than Civil War. It wasn't better than Black Panther. So I'm like, I don't know. I do not know. But it was good, though. I definitely highly recommend it. It's crazy expensive to go to movie theaters nowadays. CMG said, Chris said, I'm Bobby Digital. Man, I haven't heard that in a long time. Said, you know what games don't take up space? Stadia games. Preach to CMG. Boy, oh boy, y'all funny, man. He said, the Peak Goals was truly a portable system. The PSP Go was a truly portable system. Man, didn't I love it? Man, I love that thing because it was just so slick and compact, man. It was like, if I wanted to sneak real quick and sneak me a game in the mat, I just flipped that screen up, was like, and got it in. Oh yeah, the PSP Go was a legend. I would pick up another PSP Go for sure. CMG said, I seen a little bit of Spider-Man. It's definitely worth watching, hands down. If you're gonna spend any kind of money at the movie theaters, you spend to go see Spider-Man. Switch OLED, Switch Lite gonna be the main Switch push this year, with a V2 selling through what they have Super Switch Holiday 2023. Switch OLED Lite, man. I mean, it's OLED Lite is coming this year. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you because they want to keep momentum. If they don't release a system in almost 2 years, nah. That Switch OLED Lite, that Switch OLED dropped in 2019, and so that's 3 years, man. They OLED Lite, that's the new hardware this year. It would not surprise me, and that's gonna be that's what they pushing this holiday. OLED Lite is gonna be the OLED family of systems, buddy. You can get your OLED for $200. No, you can get your regular Switch Lite for $200, OLED for $250, Switch for $3. OLED. I'll tell you, a family of systems. And I would have me one. Says, yep, sure does it. Game Boy Micro, man. I'm so mad. I had a Game Boy Micro, man. And you know what? I remember, man, when they kind of went out of style, they were selling bad boys dirt cheap for like $50. Brand new at Toys R Us. And I was like, man, I'm not buying this stuff. Man, I wish I kick myself every day thinking about it. Like, I should have bought me one. Because that system that's a unique system. Game Boy Micro is another ultra portable handheld. It's a shame it wasn't more popular. Yes, it was. It was hands down. I was loving it, and I didn't buy one. I had a friend that had one, and I was like, forget it. Even when I caught it for like $50, I was like, I'll wait. Shame on me. All right, let's go off the story here. I don't know if anybody's seen these. I mean, my son seen them and he went crazy. Let's see if I can find. These are them Sonic Split Pad Pros. I like the Split Pad Pro. It's just that the Split Pad Pro is something that I cannot use in the public because it makes your Switch like this big. I mean, when you playing the game and it's like this is ridiculous. You know what? This is okay and it's quite comfortable, believe it or not, in bed. But man, give me a Adobe Switch controller in a minute. And matter of fact, I'm getting ready to do a review. I just got the Adobe Switch controller for the OLED, so I'll be checking that out to see how that is. Chris says, no, a Switch Lite OLED is coming if Nintendo purchases 10 million, 5.5. They got a whole, but Nintendo has a whole deal to buy tons of OLED switches from Sharp already. That's how we knew like an OLED version of the Switch was coming, at probably for a couple years now. And the Sharp announced it. They're like, hey, we just did this multi-million-dollar deal with Nintendo to supply their OLED screens for their new systems. Years ago. And before the OLED dropped last year. I mean, I think we probably knew about that story back in 2019. Yeah, matter of fact, that story was really popular when I first started streaming. Yeah, they're 7-inch though, but listen, if you Sharp, okay, watch this. If you Sharp and he's like, hey, I need a million. I need 2 million 5.5-inch OLED screens. They're gonna produce them because they're trying to make that money, and the chip don't affect them screens. If we're there, if we hear there was a deal with 5.5-inch screens, then the light is coming. Yeah, but you know what? They never specified. They never specified. I said specified. They never specified in the original deal what size OLED screens they're going to make. All Sharp says like we're making OLED screens for Nintendo Switch systems. They never said we're making 7.8 screens. They gave no specific number. They just said we're making screens. So to adapt the order, you know what? They're servicing Nintendo. So Nintendo said I want a 3-inch screen. You know what? If they want to make this money, they're going to shift to a system to make sure that happens. They didn't buy it. They didn't say it was a specific deal for a specific amount of screens. They was like, hey, we're making OLED screens. So I best believe that little deal there, or that switch in ordering wouldn't be nothing. So watch Nintendo releases a Labo Lite, right? It's gonna be like 5 sheets of paper taped together. All right. But yeah, my son seen these here. And he a big Sonic fan. He's seen these grips. He was like, "Oh man, that looks great." I didn't too much care for him, but once again, who am I? I'm just an old man who plays video games. All right. I'm trying to find. I tell you, it was not a whole lot of news. I guess we'll go down here. We'll start here. Goldeneye Xbox achievements have popped up. So, I really hope this is true for a number of reasons. It's like anybody that had a Nintendo 64 know that it was the 2 best games on the system, or 3 best games, was Mario 64, Ocarina of Time, and Goldeneye. If you went over anybody's house, they had to have those 3 games, or they wouldn't even call it a gamer. But I really hope this game is. I hope we get the remastered version. I just don't want to. I don't want to clear Nintendo 64 port. I do not. Unless they're giving it away, unless they're giving it away for free on the Nintendo Online expansion. I'll take that. But it's got to have some online things of that nature. But I really would like to remaster to make its way to a Switch, in a cartridge form, and I would definitely, I would pay. I might not be everybody else, but I would pay for that. Now, how much I would pay? I think $30 is a good price. $40 would be the most. Anything over $40, I think Nintendo's losing their mind. But I think really $30 is a sweet spot for this game, by being so old, and it would sell. I think if they charge anything over $30, boy, it's not gonna sell. Let's see. It was specified level and Samsung not sharp. Oh, okay, maybe you're right. I think you are correct. It is Samsung. I'm looking it up right now. Good, good, good. I love when because who am I? I don't claim to have all the answers by any stretch of the imagination. But deals like that I know can be changed and altered or renegotiated if Nintendo wants an OLED Switch Lite, they'll have it. there'll be companies lining up to provide that for them. So I wouldn't even worry about that. Good Tech says I was more of a Sega kid. I had them both. I used to work for Toys R Us back in my youth when I was like 16, and I bought my Genesis from there. But I bought my Super Nintendo from EB Games, not EB Games, but Babbage's. I take you back old school. Good Tech said I had a Nintendo 64, and it was all about the wrestling and boxing games. Yeah, the wrestling games was like the truth. I swear, I don't think I had a Nintendo published game. Let's see, for my Nintendo 64. Oh, I get you. Caleb Phillips, what's going on, man? It says, Caleb says, first of all, Caleb, man, welcome to the channel, man. Let me get you on the board. By you chiming in tonight with your comment, man, you have entered to win a $10 eShop card. I get you on the board, and we give it out at the end of the stream. So to retrieve it, all you have to do is follow me on Twitter at gaming_dad3, or on Instagram at gamingdad3, and just send me a message saying "Give me that with my money," and then I'll send you the code. All right. So if you got to jump off the screen, you can't be on it for long, man. Just come back and look at the stream later on to find out if you want or not. But let's get to your comment after I get back to. All right. He said, if the achievements on the Xbox are any indication, then it would luckily not be on Nintendo Switch Online. I've always thought giving classic games through Switch Online was dumb. I'll happily pay to own it. Listen, the second half of your statement, I totally agree with. I would happily pay the purchase this, especially physical. I think to be honest, I think giving away the original version on the online is smart, especially if they can somehow make it cross-play with the enhanced version. I would like to pay for the enhanced version. Give me the regular old school port free with the expansion pass, because they got to do something to get that expansion pass together. I think it would be a great opportunity for Nintendo, but to be honest, I like the Nintendo 64. I just think it's on the expansion pass. I just think it's a little expensive right now. I couldn't recommend it to somebody else. Like, hey, you know what? Get the expansion pass. Unless you just like, oh man, I just love Nintendo 64 games, man. Paper Mario is my jam. Then I'm thinking, hey, have at it. Like, I bought it, and the reason why I bought it because I am such a Star Fox fan, and to have that on the go was like, oh man, I just go ahead and pay it, get it over with. Please forgive me for the extra coughing. I just, you know what, man, the weather is changing down here in Georgia, man. 1 minute I'm telling you, it was like 75 degrees just a couple of days ago. And right now it's probably like 35. It's freezing. But, hey, Caleb, man, thanks for the comment, man. I tried to share the article link, but it was the original Bloomberg article that suggested it would be a 4K, which I think will be the Super Switch. Yeah, I agree. That's what it's going to be. I think we're definitely going to get the next Switch was going to be in 4K. But man, just imagine if we didn't have the pandemic, we would be Switch Proing it up like the good old boys right now. Goldeneye for $60. Ooh. Okay, so Vic, is this your prediction, or are you asking would I pay $60? I wouldn't pay $60, and I like Goldeneye, and that I wouldn't pay 60. I wouldn't pay 50. I think 40 is my limit. 40 is to me, like, you charge $40, and you'll have a lot of people buying it. People will grab about 40. But if they made it, if they made it $30, I think that's the sweet spot. $30 is the sweet spot. $20 is a steal. It's like $20 is like, oh man, you'll have it'll sell millions of copies. If it's 20, cause that's the easier buy-in. You know, that's the hard pill to swallow for a Nintendo 64 game. To pay you 60 again, I don't know about that one. It will only release as enhanced, free from expansion pass, but sold in eShop. I'm telling you, laugh out loud. Listen, I know. Listen, Chris, I can dream. A dream, a simple fantasy. Yeah, I just disagree. Well, I can say I disagree with you. I think that can very well happen. I'm trying to will the powers that be to make me a physical version. If it do come eShop, listen, limited run games, man, come on. And I think in that stand, and if limited run games have to make a physical version, then I will pay the 60. I wouldn't like it, but I would, because it would be physical. So if it comes out in a digital eShop, then I'm calling on limited run games to make it happen. Come on, limited run. Wonder what hoops they had to jump through to have Pierce Brosnan likeness in Goldeneye game remake. He hasn't been buying in over a decade, so he'll be in for the big payday. Yep, he sure would have. Think about it, wouldn't you? I would be. If the OLED is $350, how much you willing to pay for the Switch Pro? Oh man, I'll pay. If the games, the key word, if the games match and it becomes a true benefit, that's a difficult question. If I get it like I want it, I want that bad boy to have a SSD. I don't care about nothing else. If it has the SSD so you can better load these games faster, I'll pay $450. Sure, I'll pay $5. If it had an SSD. It's got to have an SSD in that bad boy. Better processor. I'll be all on that. Yeah. This a better processor. You know, a D-pad. It's got to have a D-pad. The new Switch Pro has to have a D-pad, a legit D-pad, because the D-pad on the Switch Lite is phenomenal. So I need a D-pad of that caliber. The D-pad on the Switch Lite make the D-pad on the Pro Controller like boo-boo. So yeah, I would need a D-pad, 4K possibilities. But it don't even have to be 4K possibilities, to be honest. But I would definitely pay $350, anywhere from $350 to $5. Especially if it had a SSD, it would be a no-brainer. Good question though, CT. Do you see Nintendo making their game $70 when they release their next console? No, I don't. I think I think a $70 category prices Nintendo out of a kids category, and believe me, they still want to sell to them kids. You know, yeah, they want to have some mainstream games on there, but they want to sell to them kids. And I tell you, everybody that bought a Switch Lite this year was like a mom buying a little kid a handheld, and they was okay paying $200. So definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, they're not going to $70. No, matter of fact, no way they're going to $70. If they go to $70, boy, that's like committing for Nintendo. That's like committing suicide. They would alienate so much of their fan base, because working parents is not paying $70 a game, especially for none of the little kids. Now you might pay it for your teenager, but they're not going to alienate a base of people for $70. They're not for $10 extra. They won't do it. Great question though, Vic. Appreciate you. Says CMG says 007 Goldeneye was such a classic. I would definitely rebuy this game again. There were developers who were asked to get their library games ready for the upgrade. Yes, there was. We reported on that here. I'm sorry, people. I know I'm coughing a lot, but I guess it's me doing a bunch of talking, and I'm not really feeling that well. Please, charge to my head, out to my heart. But I'll make it happen. My nose will start to clog its way back up. So, Girl Daddy said, "No way." Famous last words. No way. Yeah. So when we look at GoldenEye 007, let me see if I can. I mean, I don't know yes, the achievements is there, but who's to say the achievements haven't been there all the time? I'm on the side that this is coming. I'm just we've been kind of through this story before, this ain't the first time this story has ran through this channel. And we haven't heard nothing. I just really hope it comes to fruition, because I'll be all about that. Me, personally. Would it be a good game? I don't know. That's why I want the remaster, because I want the... Chris, you funny, man. But I really would like to see this game come to fruition, especially with a good online experience, man. I think this would be dope. I think I'll probably get so many of my older friends who used to play the mess out this game, probably pick up a Switch just to play this. I think it's a fan base out there that would love to play this on their TV again. Would love to. I said this on your past stream. The Switch Pro is going to be a home console to be able to pack the punch that everyone wants. A handheld will cost too much to have the power it would need. I listen, and I agree. I think Nintendo's going to come. They're going to come out swinging, because they got to be able to kind of compete. They don't need to at this stage of the game. If it's think about it like this, man. If you got a PS4 in the palm of your hand, there's not a humongous difference between a PS4 and a PlayStation 5. It is when they start making games that's strictly for it. What's up, Liddy? You know what, Liddy? I didn't get you on the board, man. I'm sorry. Your name popped back up, and I was like, man, let me get Liddy on the board. Liddy Games, 500 degrees. Make him say, please. All right, got you on there. Let's get back. Chris said the Gaming Dad flu game. Me and MJ. Liddy says, what does Goldeneye include? Cause only played 007, everything or nothing. Bloodstone. The original, man. Okay, Liddy, you might not have the same like feelings towards 007 that maybe some of the other games, because it was a time, man, where there was no first person shooters on consoles, and so GoldenEye was the first person shooter on consoles that did it right, that it worked, and it was great. That's why so many, and it was such a phenomenon. It was like next to like at the Wii. GoldenEye of its time, man, it was a phenomenon because everybody was playing it. When you went over somebody's house, you took your Nintendo 64, you took it 4 controllers, you got it in. Or you knew somebody else, and everybody had a controller, man, because that game was just that fun. And the Nintendo 64 had 4 slots on it, so it was 4-player couch co-op. It was at its finest. Before there was a Halo, there was GoldenEye, and so it is one of those nostalgic things. The how can I say it, the single player, campaign, it was decent. I don't know how many times I beat that thing, but it was just fun to do. But it was, it was something. You might not see it like, man, this ain't nothing. But to me, it was like, oh man, it was the best. Grid Attack said, for the Pro to be a home console, Nintendo needs to work on their cloud saves. The whole infrastructure, honestly, it still janky transferring saves between multiple Switch consoles. Agreed. Alyssa, totally agree. I think that process can be streamlined without being so clunky. I think that's a good word. I would call it clunky. It just, when you go to, what I don't like every time I start a game, it's got to check the cloud to see if I can play this game on this system. It's got to be a better way. It's got to be a way where they know, like, hey, this game is being played somewhere else. You can't play it on this system. It shouldn't have to, all right, because sometimes, what if you don't have internet? Even though I haven't rented that experience, I don't even know what that would look like to not have internet and try to play a game that the system has to check. Does Nintendo still let you play the game, or do you got to wait till you connect to the internet? I don't like that. But you're right. Their infrastructure was not well thought of. Definitely be a hybrid system with an OLED screen. Oh yeah, they're not. Nintendo is not leaving the hybrid space. It's been too successful, and that chip can be updated. So you're saying, are you saying, Chris, that this new Pro will have the ability to update the chip? I don't want to misspeak on that one. Said Nightfire on the GameCube was a similar / better experience. Everything or nothing with a third person 007 game. Yes, okay, I do remember that. But I can tell you, I didn't play either one of those because I was still stuck on my Nintendo 64. GoldenEye is pure nostalgic. I swear they tried to capitalize on the nostalgia by doing a 007 game with Wii, and it was awful. Yeah, that game was awful, pretty bad. But you know what? If the remaster looked good, and from what I know some people who have played it, and they say it plays well with the updated controls. I mean, that to me, that's all I care about. Give me some updated controls. And it don't even have to have the graphics, to be honest. But yeah, I'm definitely excited about GoldenEye. I hope we hear about this sooner than later. I think later in the year, man. Hey Tyler, how you doing, buddy? I think that the space is gonna be so crowded with so many other games that it's not gonna do well. I think a good shadow drop at a direct will be appropriate. I think it would get a lot of buzz, even in the space of playing against Pokemon Arceus. I think this game does very well, but it's got to be earlier instead of late. Let me get Tyler on the board. Don't forget, Tyler, to hit the like button for me, buddy. Boom. All right. Chris says, So yeah, that's what the NVIDIA DLSS chip is, right? It mimics the 4K and is updatable. Yes. Okay, I get what you're saying now. Yeah. What's that? According to what the reports were, when deals were being leaked. Are you talking about the DS? Are you still talking about the DSS chip? I need to put Chris on the staff. Breaking news with Chris Mendez. Let me get back on there. I'm trying to get to a. Let me see if I can. Screen overlay. I'm gonna switch my screen for a second. Let me see something. Okay, that's me, and this is my computer screen. Let me see if I can. Let me go back to where I was. I need to fix something. Boom. Lady says, "Okay, thanks, man. I'm checking. I'll check out when you get a release date. Hopefully soon. Yep, yeah. Hopefully soon, man. Hopefully soon. Hold on, good people. I'm trying to switch some things around in my background because I want to be able to. I don't want that. Had them text my channel. They were like, you was playing Jaws for 2 seconds. All right. All right, good people. I finally figured it out. All right. So I asked the community. I said, "Hey, you know what? How much would you really willing to pay for Goldeneye 007 remake on the Nintendo Switch?" Only 36 people voted, but as a matter of fact, let me go ahead and like my own comment. How about that? 72% said $30. I think I might have wrote this question wrong. Because you know what, to me it's like what's the most? If this question is true, you know, people say, "Hey, I'll pay $30 for it," which I would. I would pay $30 for it on the Switch. More likely, this is gonna be on Game Pass day one. All the goodies. Another question I asked, which I got a lot of votes for, 153 votes. It says, "Will Nintendo release new hardware in 2022?" 24% said yes, while 76% says no. I am of the yes crowd. I think we're gonna get that. We're gonna get something. If not a new color for another system, or we'll get a OLED Switch Lite. That's my prediction, and I stand by it. All right, so let's get back to the getting backs. No, I don't want that. I want the screen. All right. Let's see. Chris said something. Boom, 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 boom. So yeah, that's why they can update the dock. Has anybody? Matter of fact, speaking of that, I said, I know the current dock is the firmware can be updated. Has anybody tried to update their firmware? Or even I don't even know is the firmware out for the dock. I just noticed that the other day. I was like, hey, you know what? I need to try that. I thought maybe somebody might have beat me to the punch. I'm currently playing Ori and the Blind Forest. I want to finish the Metroidvanias I have before getting Dread. Yeah. I understand that completely because Ori is super good. Matter of fact, listen, Ori, both Oris is dynamite. So I got to do Ori 2, and Hollow Knight. I have not finished Hollow Knight. That game is hard. but it's good though. It's so good. So yeah, man, you got some plan to do. All right, let's see if I can find another. Sega says they are satisfied with Shin Megami Tensei sales. I'm glad that it sold over 800,000. And so when games sell that good and that well, you know, what I'm saying, it's a good chance that we'll get sequels. So for those you who are, I had to stop playing for a minute because I was playing some other games. It's, you get so many games to play, you turn it into having ADHD. You be like, I'll play this one. I'll play this one a little while. Get tired of playing that one. You play another one. But I need to get back on it. But I'm so glad that it has sold well, and this barks the question about why isn't like some of these other games that like games that should be on the Switch. What's going on, Roderick? Happy New Year to you. Let me get you on the board before I forget. Don't forget, Roger, to hit that like button. My voice is going out, but it is what it is. I'm so glad my son is leaving Georgia tonight to fly back to Michigan, and I do not have to take him to the airport. That is a blessing, because that airport drive. I mean, I was going to have him there by 3, and come back and be to work by 8. Whew. Crucial, but I don't have to take him. That is a blessing. Anytime I think this is a win for not only for the Shin Megami Tensei franchise, but also a win for Sega. And maybe, saying with this kind of success, at a Persona 5 could come this direction. Even though I'm not a big JRPG fan, but you know what? I know a lot of people who are. I wish a lot more companies would see the kind of success that you can get on the Switch. And go ahead, man, make Madden, man. Bring Madden. I need a football fix on my Switch. Pronto. Excuse me. You see, you can tell I'm over here belching. I'm over here coughing. It's all over the place. This dock is going to be a mystery till the next console comes out. The question. This is a good question though, Chris. Do you believe? Or anyway, I in the chat believe that with this next Switch, do we get a new dock, or where this current dock that we're currently using just be the one we have to use? So I think they'll just been taking their time. You talking about who, Nintendo? I hate being sick. And I think I might have to take me a little Theraflu and knock myself out completely tonight. All right. So shout out to Shin Megami Tensei. Good job on reaching 800,000. There'll probably be 1 million before the end of next year. So looking at what article was this here? Digitimes had their most anticipated Nintendo Switch games of 2022. I know some of you guys is going to be different than this article here, but I think it's worth taking a quick look through. Let's see. Chris, saying so many things. There will be no dock if it's an OLED light. No. I know it's gonna be OLED light. I'm talking about we talking about the Pro. Sega probably has whatever studio porting Shin Megami Tensei 3 working on the Persona 3 and 4. I agree. And then we'll do 5. That's a long time. If that's the case, then we probably won't get Persona 5, man, and probably until next year. The OLED dock is the dock moving forward till after the Switch Pro. Sega's taking their time. Okay, gotcha. I don't know why. To me, listen, if you're a company trying to making money, they should be rolling out like an assembly line. All right, so back to looking at Digitimes games, of course, you got Pokemon Legend Arceus. I listen, like I said before earlier in the show, I'm hyped for this game. I'm like, I think this is gonna really change my perspective on how I look at Pokemon, because I still see Pokemon as being like this kind of kid tier game. You know what? But I think this game is gonna change it. I don't even know this. I remember. I think this is like an indie game. Neon White. Let's see. Let's see. I'm on the same boat, hitting the iceberg as the guy who said the Pro will be a home console. Nah. I can tell you. Listen, that is not happening. They have a model that's so successful. Why switch up the game? And plus, you got to look at the Japan market. They all about mobile. They're gonna please that market first, and the market that concept has, it's going to continue to transform the market. You're more likely to see a PS6 that's portable in nature than the Switch go back to a home console. I would love to see Caleb Phillips. I would love to see Sega to truly bring Shining. Oh man, Shining Force was good. Yeah, but yes, man. Once again, man, some of these companies, man, they are not really about making money, because to me, certain games like that, they can probably get 500,000 copies easy. Easy, they can sell 500,000 copies. That's easy on the low. I'm lowballing it. You got a system that has 100 million people out there who own the system. You're bound to find somebody that's gonna like these games. That's if it's advertising and marketing, right? The key is, are they willing to put that kind of money behind the marketing? The dock for the Pro may just be used to transfer saves. It may, but I don't. That just don't seem. That doesn't seem logical on Nintendo. This to transfer saves. But okay, so the question, I think this question I might have asked it wrong. So when we buy this new Pro, is the new Pro gonna come with a dock, or is it gonna be dockless? I think it might be dockless just to keep the price down, and if you want a dock, you got to pay the extra money. Atlas isn't that big of a studio. I know, but Sega is though. Nintendo will go full portable before it goes home console. Yeah, agreed. Before they go back to a home console where they gotta be trapped into a house, there will be a fully portable system. And what they have right now gives them the best of both worlds. Why give that up? They wouldn't. All right, so once again, Neon White winner 2022. I don't know why this is a fascinating game. I remember seeing the previews, but I wasn't so hyped about this game. Triangle strategies, this is not my cup of tea. It is not. But a lot of people are excited for it, so I won't diss it. It is not on my radar. That's March 4th. Now Kirby is on my radar. This is probably gonna be March. This is probably be a March also, but it's saying spring 2022. I think this is coming out in March. I wouldn't call it The Last of Us. I think they call it a commercial, but it is what it is. Once again, Advanced Wars. I never played the original, but I heard it's phenomenal. A lot of people want this. I'll wait. I probably would not pick this up, but it's another game that people are looking forward to. I think the Pro is a traditional home console with the ability to plug an existing Switch in the transfer saves. You'll keep your hybrid style if you want it, plus get the full power advantage of the home console. So then what the games, So to do that, a company would have to make a version that strictly works on the handheld and another version that works on the Pro system. Or are you saying that, hey, you know what? You'll play they'll make the games for the Switch, and then when you dock it, DS DLSS will enhance the game to give you a better image on your TV. Maybe, but I personally don't think so. I think everything gonna be in that system, and they gonna make it happen. I wouldn't want that. That would be, to me, that would be disappointing. Even though, of course, I think we all would buy it, but I still would be disappointed. Of course, the Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild 2, which I still say is 2022 it comes out, not quite 2023. That's just my opinion. What the Chris says, maybe a Switch Pro is an 8K version of the Super Switch, and that's the home console. Only that's gonna be 2 times. God, crazy. Not really. The Pro isn't going to do anything outside of upscaling and resolution. If the game has an unclocked frame rate, the CPU can make it run at stable frame rate on the Pro. That's like that's like the Pro's gonna be this home computer than a console. I'm sticking with my guns on this one. I think they're not going away from this concept of a handheld version. And if you look at the Steam Deck has proven that you can have PS4 like experiences on the go. So I'm sticking with that. Chris says, but the next Switch, when should be named Super, what should be named Super Switch will use the same dock as the OLED, but portable, and upgrade all Switch games. That's what I believe. I agree. I second that motion. Chris says, do you really play your Switch in the public? I do. I got a lot of places and yet to see someone playing a Switch out and about. Oh, yeah, especially when I used to work my other job. That was nothing for me. Boop, boop. I'll pull it out in a heartbeat. And listen, I take it to school. I take it on the plane. I'm everywhere with them. My bad boy. Everywhere. I would, oh, my bad. If I had a city bus, I would be on that city bus all the time. Ain't no way Nintendo isn't keeping a hybrid console, right? And they just sold 100 million. Come on now, that would be dumb. That's like saying, all right, we just sold 35 million copies of Mario Kart, and we're going a different direction. It's like, no, they're gonna make another Mario Kart. They're just going to enhance it. Not with 100 million systems, man. That's 100 million people out there who got your product. Home consoles right now are basically computers. Yeah, some of the higher end, but that Switch is not. I won't call the Switch a computer. I've only seen one person playing their Switch in the wild. That was on a train, and it was a light. Nah, listen. I'm at a high school, man, where they gets it in at lunchtime. All the dorky kids, you can tell they all day whip their Switches out and be getting it. Smash Brothers be main line and center. But yeah, man, I play mine. That is me. If I'm going somewhere with my wife, if I gotta be in the car, you know the Switch is coming. All right, Splatoon 3. I cannot wait for Splatoon 3 because I still we still play Splatoon 2 relentlessly, and you can always find a good match all the time. Sonic Frontiers, Sonic. What do you call it? Sonic. We should call it Sonic Breath of the Wild. That's what we should call it, because that's what it looked like. But it's gonna be interesting to see what they do with Sonic. So I keep my eyeballs on. I'm not overly enjoyed about it, but my kids are, because they like Sonic. Bayonetta 3 is probably gonna be a phenomenal game. Anytime you got platinum doing, if you play the first two ones. Matter of fact, I thought the first two were on sale, but they wasn't. It's still regular price, $60. So you can find that cheaper, brand new. Think my excited for Mario versus Rabbids. My girl Bayonetta. Yeah, Bayonetta fine. If I had to say like a cartoon, like a video game character, I was like, man, she fine. And she kicks mad butt. Okay, I think that's it. But okay, so of course there are more games, but from their list, the only game, like, just give me Breath of the Wild. I don't. To be honest, it's like I look at these. Bayonetta 3. I can do Sonic. Oh yes, Splatoon. I forgot that too. I can pass. I'm gonna pass on Advanced World. Kirby's gonna get it. Triangle Strategies will get passed. Neo White will probably get passed. And of course, I'm getting more Pokemon Legends. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that turns out. All right, good people. Listen, y'all might have to forgive me, man. I'm trying to hang in there, man. But all of a sudden, man, I just started to feel a little tired. It ain't me. It's just, I know I don't feel well, so it is what it is. So more people say portable, but I bet you the number of people that take it out of the house is way less than the ones that don't. I can get that too, because you know what? It ain't like a $100 item, you know what? And there's not like a whole lot of cases, that's for the Switch Lite. But I don't know about everybody else, but I bet you the Switch Lite get taken out more than the Switch. Because I see kids all the time playing that Switch Lite, all the time. No matter if I'm in Walmart, no matter if I'm, I see them playing it all the time. Is it the first game was incredible? Yo, go to bed. Yo, go to bed. Yeah, oh yeah, the first Bayonetta was like outstanding, man. So good, man. The first Bayonetta was good enough to go play again. Like, I can go play that. I can go play that game right now. Bayonetta is the only game that matters to me on the Switch this year. If it gets delayed, I'm going on Nintendo's neck. I don't think so. I really think that game is probably in line. It's probably done. I think that game is ready to go. All right, good people. Let's see. I do like to talk about, because a couple more comments, because it's not a whole lot of news. It's not. It's not. Yeah, we can talk about Square Enix, but I think we talked about that early in the show. But I got a couple questions. Let me see if it pulls up right. Okay, yeah. All right, so I got 3 to 4 questions I kind of wanted to explore with you guys. And so my first question, no, not that one there. Not yet. I'm tripping. All right, there we go. Will Pokemon Legends Arceus be a system seller for Nintendo? What do you think about that for a second? I think yes, because I think a lot of people who are already Pokemon fans are probably either they're going to like this game or they're going to not like this game. But I think it's going to be a big enough draw. I think the people over at the Pokemon Company are going to advertise the absolute piss out of this game. And you're going to have a ton of people want to get this game. If Nintendo was smart, they would have a system ready to go that, or they would release more of those Pokemon Switch Lites out in the wild and let people get that system. Greta Tactic says yes. I do too. I think it's gonna sell well. I think it's gonna help Nintendo sell a lot of systems. Um, Now, will they keep up with demand? So I don't know. Like I had bought I bought Binge and X. I know he was trying to get a Switch OLED, and so I was out and they had one, and I never did return it. I was like, I might just keep it, and I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see how bad this shortage of OLEDs go, and then I'm gonna sell that bad boy. Gaming Dad's turned into the scalper. I'm gonna see if I can make my money back in a couple extra dollars, so I can continue. Listen, I'm just gonna tell you, when I'm do with the extra money, I'm gonna take it and buy some gift cards. I'm gonna buy some more eShop cards. Any way that I can, I can still keep giving back to you guys and cut down on the amount of money I gotta spend out of pocket. I'm all about that. He said, Pokemon Brand Diamond was probably a system seller. Yeah. I mean, you know what? Yeah. But I don't think it was a major system seller. I think the system in itself was like, remember back in the day when Nintendo would like release like big time games, they would have like, like a Metroid theme. They didn't need to go back to that. I think that's, okay, I'm gonna jump to this next question. And my next question is, let's see, what is Nintendo doing wrong? What is Nintendo doing wrong? Well, I would tell you there's a couple things off the top of my head for sure when I look at this question. Is that they are definitely doing online wrong. My answer to the second question is Wisdom Salem. Oh my goodness, boy. I would say they were definitely doing online wrong, and if I had to say anything else, it would be I had it wrote down earlier. I'm sorry I didn't have it. Yeah, Switch Online is definitely all wrong. All wrong. I totally agree with you, Philip. Caleb, I'm sorry. But I also think, man, Nintendo could do a lot better at making sure key games get on their systems. And I'm a firm believer that's like, you know what? It's certain games that this should be on a Nintendo system, and I really would like to hear the conversations that had to happen and say why these games have not made their way. I think it was wrong for Nintendo to go away from their not the eShop but the virtual console. I think going away from that, man, has been huge, because I bet you people will still would have bought Breath of the Wild or excuse me, like any of the Mario games on their Switch, and just to have and be able to play without being connected, without having to, I think they lost a lot of money on that. I think it was effective on the Wii U, and they should have just stuck with it. But it is what it is. Let's see. Greta Tactic says Nintendo Switch Online lack of party chat. That's a good one. On all games without a phone, their cloud says lack of console power. Well, the party chat is interesting, and it goes back to my comment earlier about how Nintendo is not going to charge $70. Cause they're not going to isolate that kid market, man. Kids buy Nintendo games and Nintendo plushies. They buy Nintendo Legos. You know what? They buy Nintendo clothing. You know what? That's a huge. I wonder what the percentage of that market has got to be kids under 10. It's got to be huge, man. So I don't think they ever alienate that. So I don't think we'll ever get party chat to that degree. But to me, my thing with the party chat, it should be an option for the parent. The parent want to say, hey, they can have it. The parent got to sign. The parent had to be a parent account, and the parent has to sign off on it. But if without a parent account, man, they should just, let that be open to any person that purchased the system. Just let the parents, make those kind of decisions if they want their child to have online chat or not. Chris says Nintendo is a software developer that builds consoles to play their games. They don't spit about online gaming, online anything. Yeah, I know, but I still, but in dealing with this comment here, I still think that Nintendo is doing it wrong in this day and age and era. Like they're playing catch up, and then, their catch up is not very good. It's not like Apple. Apple. A lot of stuff will come on Android first, but Apple would do it in their way and make it better for their ecosystem. And Nintendo doesn't have that same thought process, and it's obvious, and it has cost them, a lot of older core gamers that will be willing to spend the money for Nintendo systems. But shoot, we still have achievements. Just imagine, I talked about this the other day. If Nintendo had achievements, man, people would really, really hold on to their games. They wouldn't let their games go because they would really become completionists. And that's a great thing about playing PlayStation. You be like, I'm trying to platinum this. You know what? Their whole concept, how they get things set up is wonderful. And Nintendo can do that and make so much more money. So I don't understand that. Gritter Tech says, I'm 34. Splatoon shouldn't be the best shooter on the console for me. Listen, ooh, man. Agreed. It's like, to not have like a Battlefield or some form of Call of Duty, knowing that I can play Call of Duty mobile, and that's the only experience that I'm going to have mobile playing Call of Duty. Like, why isn't that, like, why isn't Call of Duty mobile, of all games, not on the Switch? Because you know what? I think a lot of us would take Call of Duty mobile and play it. I would play it without even playing it now. I don't understand that. Yeah. I look at games like it should be, Madden should be on here. Like, I don't understand why Madden is not on here. That game should absolutely be on here day one. But once again, who are we? They don't allow voice chat because they are trying to protect kids from predators. Agreed. I mean, and that's the reason why they'll never leave that market. They're gonna protect the kids to that standpoint. But once again, I think that should be a choice. Like, if the parent wants to, have the ability to allow their child to be online, that parent should have the right to say yes or no. It shouldn't be Nintendo controlling that. That's just me. It's my personal opinion. Even though, like, hey, I have the parent controls on all my kids' Switches, and I'm glad that they do have the voice chat situation for my youngest, because I know how curious he is. So it has its benefits, but I still think it should be a parent's choice. That's the parent's job to protect their children, not Nintendo's. I agree. I mean, listen. Do I like the fact that Nintendo makes that an emphasis? Yes, I do. It makes them more of a family-friendly company. However, I think it should be my choice if I want to allow my child to go through that direction or not. Not Nintendo. I think Nintendo should have achievements and connect it to my Nintendo points. Ooh, I don't know if you get that, because those my Nintendo points come in handy sometimes when you're trying to play games. That would be dope though. That would keep people playing on the Switch. If that was to come down, that's a great concept. If they've tied it in somehow, it don't have to be a lot of points, but if you make certain achievements, you might get a point here, a point there. You play enough games, before you did probably paid off half of a game. Yeah, but that's dope, man. That would be crazy dope if Nintendo did that. But I don't think they're doing that. Sir Dan Dude said I'm back. Yeah, we talking about what is Nintendo doing wrong, and so we got some great comments, man. Um, SOC said also, Gaming Dad, maybe after the stream, can we talk about moderation because you got to get these stupid bots off. I know, man, I do. Yeah, probably not this evening because man, I'm just not feeling well. I'm trying to hang through the stream, man, but I need to take some medicine. I could, you know how your nose is like it just, my nose just feel like it's getting this big. Then I keep coughing because I think probably my sinuses are draining. So, all right, I do want to cover a couple more questions before we dig into our weekly giveaway. Let's see. Let me click off this one here. Where's my other question? How do Nintendo win 2022? How do they win? How do they get the W this year? I think their games have to come out and they got to be consistent. I think if they set it up well and have a successful E3 and they got games that not only promises what's to come in the future, but what's coming this year, I think Nintendo is in the position to dominate 2022, regardless of the exclusives the PlayStation 5 has, because of the fact that there is no where do you get a PS5 at? You can't get one. I mean, some of my friends who are trying to get their kids one, they be calling me like, hey man, you know what? You think you? I was like, man, we haven't had nothing since Thanksgiving. It said, Sir Daniel said, Nintendo's doing these game prices wrong. Huh? You do say? Let me hear what you got to say about that. I was also talking about silver points with my silver point, and get you those cool. Oh, okay, I got you. Silver points so you can get the cool trinkets. Okay, that would be extra dope. Extra dope. I think if they just had achievements, flat out just had achievements, it would do phenomenal. But if you tied that into my Nintendo account, buddy, boy, let the games begin. And the Joy-Con prices, I just think they need new Joy-Cons. But I think as long as these lawsuits are going on, there's not gonna be no new Joy-Cons until like a Switch Pro. They not in this house anyway. Steam Deck, baby. Yeah, I'm waiting on that Steam Deck. I ain't gonna lie. It's the Steam Deck is still not going to outshine my Switch, but I know there's some games I want to play strictly on my Steam Deck. That's gonna be great with that SSD. I'm just saying. I think Nintendo should have the price of their games drop. ARMS is not worth $60. It's not. Not absolutely. You are correct. Not in 2022. To me, at least that game should be $40. Cause it's not selling. It's not selling. You know what? They should drop that bad boy to $40, and hopefully we get a new one. Because I thought ARMS was pretty good. Sir Dandrew says, yeah, they need achievements. They make me want to play their games more. Yeah, it does. Listen, that's the reason why I cut on my Xbox. I was playing Back 4 Blood, which is a pretty good game. I did a video on it. I'm going to post probably sometime this week. But it's a good game, man. It's a good game. I would definitely highly recommend it. If you especially like stuff like zombies and stuff like that. Sure. Co-op is really good. But yeah, more people will play. Even though people are playing Nintendo games, but they would really play Nintendo games. I mean, all the way through if they had achievements. I just wonder, why isn't that system? What's the issue? Why they haven't had achievements? Question I would love to ask. SOC says Nintendo got to pump out good AAA every month or two. and you are set. Maybe 4 directs this year, January, March, or April, E3 in September. Okay. They'll probably get one in January. And if they get one in January, you won't see one until E3. That's January, February direct is going to set up the rest of that until E3. Then you'll get E3, and then you'll get one September, and then that's it. And then you'll get and somewhere in between there, you'll get an Indie World. It says, and maybe introduce Nintendo Selects. Well, you want them Nintendo Selects. You know what? To be honest, it's about that time. It's that time. So when I'm bored playing a game, I usually just try and get some achievements. Yep. Some of you kids don't know a world before achievements. We had to walk 5 miles in the snow to GameStop. Woo-wee. The days of walking in the snow, man. Gotta love it. Yep. I think they win it strictly on their game selection, but I think they dominate it if they release a piece of hardware that is new. New hardware always push systems, and I think if they release a Switch OLED, like I'm predicting, a Switch OLED Lite rather, and mix it with like a Breath of the Wild or some form of big time game, it's just going to. I got another question before I get to my last question that I'm gonna have put on the board. The question is like, when we get Nintendo's financials for 2022, what will be the final number? What will be the final number of systems they have sold in 2022? I'm going with 1.2 million. 102 million. I think that's where they're gonna have. It's in between 102 and 103. I'm saying that's the number. Let me know what you think in the chat. What is a win to do? Huh? I'm talking about how do we win? How do Nintendo win 2022? Like compared to all the systems, how do they have a successful year more than an Xbox or a PlayStation? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and jump to this next question. Let's see. SOC got something to say. So I think this year is the year of gaming due to delays. I can only see them making a revision of the Switch Lite OLED. I can't wait to see those numbers in February. I'm calling 105 million. Ooh-wee. That'll be crazy. That would be absolutely crazy if they sold 105 million. That would be saying something. And you know what? It's not like it's on a downturn. You know what I'm saying? It's like people are still desiring the system. People have multiple systems. That's what they'll never leave the hybrid console away, because you know what? I like in my house. All my kids have Switches. All of them. My one of my sons, his Switch was messing up on him. He got a new OLED for Christmas. I mean, we've bought a lot of systems. I don't think Nintendo's not going away from that. Too much money. Xbox judges their sales on Game Pass subscriptions, though. Sony goes off of software sales. Nintendo values hardware sales. Yeah, but you know what? I think if you look at you gotta look at if you're looking at it from our end, from like, hey, who had the most successful year? Even if Xbox had a ton, you still gotta look at the year and say, man, I mean, was Xbox year better than Nintendo's year? And I would say no. PlayStation had a better year, but I don't think it was better than Nintendo's. So it's like I think at the end of the day, when we look at the numbers, we can kind of honestly say that, hey, Nintendo probably had a better year. If you look at the numbers, game releases, how games sold, legacy titles and how they're selling, we can say that Nintendo had the better year. I can say that with confidence for 2021. Now, 2022, can they continue it? I think, matter of fact, I think when you find out with sales wise, I think the PlayStation probably made more money than Nintendo this year, if I'm not correct. I think they made more money. Let's see. I don't see Nintendo making a more powerful revision. They will wait for the next gen in 2 or 3 years. I don't know. I disagree with you on that. And the reason why I disagree with you, because I always go back to, if your car says it's important to keep the momentum. You know what? And that's one thing they learned from the Wii. They learned from the Wii. It's like, you know what? It's important to keep momentum. And they're going to keep momentum. Because, you know what? Right now, there's going to be some tough competition this year. You know, people forget, like, hey, you know what? You might not think the Analog Pocket is a competitor, but in some ways it is, because you're taking dollars away from that could be used for potential switches, and people are going to pay up to the Analog Pocket. But the Steam Deck, man, once that start to come out in mass stream and people start to really see with their eyes like what can be played on this portable system, Nintendo is not, I don't think you have what I'm trying to think, how old is that tech in the Switch? It's got to be before 2000. I think like 2015 tech. So if we want, you trying to say that Nintendo is going to wait, they're going to have tech that's going to be like 8 or 9 years old before they upgrade? I don't think I don't think the Switch could survive that long. I don't think so. No, I 2023 would be the latest. You'll find something, because Nintendo's history is about upgrading. Nintendo has never had a system where they didn't have a minus upgrade. Game Boy had the Game Boy Color. You know, the DS had the DS Lite. You know, the 3DS had the 3DS XL. You know, there's going to be a next iteration that's going to bump it up just a tad bit. But it ain't going to be 2 or 3 years. Nah, 2023 will be the absolute latest. The question would be, do we hear about a new Switch in 2022? I mean, not from, I'm talking about officially from Nintendo. The Nintendo say, hey, listen, you know what? We got a new system coming, and it's coming in early 2023. I mean, I don't think so, because I don't think they would cannibalize their sales. But I think it's going to be a heavy rumors this year that's going to point in the direction of a Switch releasing next year. And in January, a year from this time, we're going to hear something about a new Switch Pro that's releasing sooner than later. And I don't think it's Christmas of 2023. I don't think it's that long. Let's see. Chris has said, you don't even need an Xbox for Microsoft to be successful with their Xbox division. That's why I am asking, what is the criteria for winning the year? That's okay. I guess the criteria that I would say for the winning the year would be console sales. You would have to also look at dollar revenue coming in for the system and games sold. Now, of course, a couple of those, like games sold, would be something tricky with the Xbox, because of course they're going to have less of games sold because of their service. I guess you can look at that and compare that to the amount of subscriptions they signed for that year. Not where they end up yet, but how many did they accomplish within that year? How many new subscribers did they gain that year? I think that would be the way you gauge Xbox. And PlayStation, you can pretty much mirror that. Them and Nintendo can pretty much be gauged on the same plateau. But rumors has it that Xbox is not Xbox, but PlayStation is doing their own form of Game Pass, and that will be interesting. That would be really, really interesting. And also, I forgot. You know what? PlayStation VR should be coming this year. I know for matter of fact, PlayStation VR should come this year, and um, the premium version of Oculus is also coming this year. Greta has said, I personally think that Microsoft had a better 2021 than Nintendo. Hmm. For sure. If they crossed the 100 million mark, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. You look at like how many games they sold. I mean, the subscription is one thing because the subscription is something that runs every month. I wonder. I don't know. That's gonna be interesting. That would be data I would love to see. But I don't know. I don't know. I kind of disagree with you on that one. I only say that due to the chip shortage. They may even rush next gen to keep momentum. Okay, I got you. Unless they make a 3D to new 3D thing, but I feel like they may announce the new system like they did the NX. Nothing big though. Just kind of just slide it on in there. No, they could. They could. Yeah, next year, I just love the year in cycle. This is gonna be great, I think, for gamers. Yep, I like the comment. I think Switch Pro instead of Switch 2, it'll be 60 frames per second. Oh my bad. 4K upscale, SSD. Switch 2 will probably be 2026 or later. Yeah. Oh no, I don't. Well, it could be. You think about 2026? That's like what? That's 9. You would say 9 years. I wouldn't say 2026. I would say maybe late 2024, 2025. Cause typically Nintendo, they recycle every 6 years, and so they said this cycle of system was going to run later. So I give it 2 years. So I give it 8 years before you hit about a Switch 2. But man, that would be delicious right there. The SSD, 4K upscaling. Whew. The new system being next gen, not an upgrade. Okay, so you're saying we're going straight to Switch 2. Switch Pro end of this year or April of next year. I'm going with the second part. I don't think it comes this year. I think April of next year. It'll give them time to kind of make sure they have enough systems to put out there. And also this with this chip shortage. Oh, you can tell I'm getting sick. My nose is getting big. Look how big that nose is. I hate my nose. I sound like Donald Duck. SOC says, I am praying Nintendo doesn't name it with the Switch name in it. They better not name it Switch U or 2. Maybe same-ish concept, but not the same name. All right. Yeah, listen. I think more than the uniformity confused parents, I think this their pure marketing for that system was just like trash. They could have did a ton. They could have marketed it better. I think this team they got working in their marketing now is really hitting their stride. Xbox Series X and X are widely popular. The best value in gaming. Facts. They had a good year of software sales on Steam. Halo had 2 widely successful launches, and Xbox is now a thing in Japan. It's a thing. It's always been a thing in Japan, and it's better than it was on the Xbox One. But it's not humongous, man. Them numbers are not crushing anybody. But people forget, Nintendo is now in China. I will always say, man, you just cannot sneeze at 20 million units sold. You just can't sneeze at that. I still say Nintendo had a better year. With just Game Pass, no exclusives. Yeah. Nintendo had Metroid and Switch OLED. Outside of those two things, I can't remember Nintendo doing much this year. Oh man, listen, they had Skyward Sword. 2024 for Switch 2, I'm wide. Okay, that's to me. That's like and it'll be late 2024. That'll put it right before 8 years. If they go 2025, that puts it right at 8 years. March of 2025, it'll be 8. CMG is back in the building, ladies and gentlemen. 2022 for Switch Pro. I don't know, man. I don't think so. I don't. I think they got too many games in the cards to be able to manage. And that Pro, you know what? With the chip shortage, if you know it, I think that and you take that and you mix it with how many games they got coming on. I mean, and how desirable people are still like trying to get a Switch. And they don't really need a Pro. It's like they don't really need Mario Kart 9. They do not need 9. That's why I think like next year seems more fitting because look, you get next year, you push Mario Kart 9 to next year, you give yourself Metroid Prime 4. I mean, you set. ARMS 2. It's a lot of bots in here, I see. My thing is Nintendo got diehard fans defending games at 30 frames and sub 1080p. You know they are killing it. Gameplay and lovable characters sell, period. Hey, facts. You know what? I worked at, people don't know, I worked at GameStop this past Christmas, and I usually work every Christmas. And I'm telling you, man, them parents was coming in eating it up. You know what? What it was buying? Switch lights, Mario everything. You know, they wouldn't even look at the other game. They might look at I got an older son. He might need something to play, but it was strictly Mario Party, Pokemon. You know what? Those kid-friendly characters, man. Nintendo will never abandon that base, and for those kids, you know, at 30 frames per second is good. Think about it like this here. Hey, man, we was playing God of War on the PSP that had sub 30 frames per second. It was like 24, 18 frames per second, but we was playing it faithfully like it was the best thing ever. You know, 30 frames per second, you know, I'll defend it. I play it no problem. Do I want 60? Yeah, of course I want 60. You know what? Especially when you play games that have the capability to run 60. You're like, all right, I want that too. Who wouldn't love that on a Switch? But we know what Nintendo knows what sells. The fact that Nintendo hasn't had a commercial with a parent yelling at their screaming child to get a Switch and then clap their kids at Mario Kart is disappointing to me. That's how Nintendo wins 2022. Oh, man. So I remember my friend playing GTA at 15 frames per second on the PSP. We felt like the man at school. Oh, man, listen, man. Classics, man. You know what? Listen, speaking of Grand Theft Auto, man, I've played the recent update of Grand Theft Auto 3 on the Switch, and it runs really good. I think at this standpoint, before I couldn't recommend Grand Theft Auto for the Switch, I can recommend it now. It runs really, really good. I mean, surprisingly good. Like, all right, way better than it did when I haven't played San Andreas yet again, but Grand Theft Auto 3 plays really, really good. Definitely is worth checking out now. I hope if they get all 3 games on the cartridge, I'll buy the cartridge. I'll buy it physically. But until then, I don't know. Let's see. 60 frames per second is better. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Who don't want to play their games at 60 frames per second? I love 2K. I do. I love 2K, and it's a totally different experience playing it on my Switch compared to playing it on like my PS5. It's just night and day. But I still enjoy it. But I can't lug this big old thing to my bedroom and be in my bed playing. My wife ain't gonna have that. So the Switch it is. Oh, funny man. All right. All right, good people say, I wonder if I have any more questions. Good Attack said no. GTA on the Switch is running good as crap. I don't own it, but I have doubts. I mean, it did. It ran like complete doo doo when I first purchased it. Like I stopped playing it, but it's been 2 updates since the original release, and I just like started to play it the other day, and I was like, man, you could tell it changed a lot. To me, if you go back and play the original, man, you'll play this, man. This is, if you like Grand Theft Auto, it is what it is. Have fun with it. But I think it's good. All right. I think this might be my last question. What Wii ports belong on the Switch? This would say the Switch. I'll leave it there. But yes, what Wii ports belong on the? Let's see if I can fix that. That's right. What Wii ports belong on the Switch? One port I would like to see come from the Wii that I would like to see come to the Switch is a Sight Truck. I don't know if you guys remember a Sight Truck. A Sight Truck, man, was just a dope game, man. Super, super dope, man. Twilight Princess would be nice. I agree. Totally agree, Caleb. It would be that to me. That would be because Skyward Sword, man, runs really, really good. So Skyward Sword is nice. I need to do a video on Skyward Sword. I'd never played this, man. I ain't gonna say the first name. I'll tell you that versus Capcom. But I remember seeing it before. I just never played it. But yeah. I would tell you a Wii port that should come to the Switch, and it would make them so much money. And I said this last week, and I'm saying it again. Wii Sports Resort should come to the Switch. So many people would buy that. So many people would buy Wii Sports Resort if it came to the Switch. Yeah, the Sight Truck, man, was good, man. Was so good. And a lot of people wouldn't know it, man, but I bought that game, man. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. All of them. No reason for Nintendo to not port Wii games over. I would. I really want Red Steel. Oh, remember that one game, man? Wait, Red Steel was dope. 1 and 2. It was like I can't. Was it Punishment? It was a game that was in black and white, and every time he killed somebody, you saw blood, but that was it. But the game was like kind of in black and white. I can't think of the name to save my life, but I think it's called Punishment. Or Sins of Punishment, something like that. But man, that was another good game. I would definitely buy Wii Sports Resort. Yeah, absolutely, man. They would sell so many copies. They would sell, probably 50 or 60 million off the bat. Mad World, appreciate you. I knew it. I just couldn't think of the name of it. Mad World. That is the game. That is the game, man. I would love Mad World. That that'd be a favorite. Hey, man, listen, that game was crazy good, crazy good. It was. I liked it because it was just different. It was different than anything you kind of played, but it was dope, man. That was a good game. But I'm trying to think. Yeah, Sight Truck, man. That was my jam. But yeah, so those were my 2 games for sure. That and Wii Sports Resort, and Mad World. Those 3 I would love to see come to the port over. To be honest, if I could dig a little deeper and go to the GameCube, man. I would love to have Beautiful Joe. I would love to have Beautiful Joe 1 and 2. Come on over. Another good games that should be on the Switch. And so we go back to the question earlier. Man, I was talking about what Nintendo's doing wrong. I think preserving their back catalog and getting it out to these new Switch owners. You know what? To me it's like a no brainer. I had a lady come into GameStop during Christmas, man. Older black lady, and she was buying her daughter a Switch, and she was like, you know what? I just want to play the original Mario Brothers. Where can I buy it? Where can I buy with them systems at? I was like, buy a Switch. And she was like so amazed, like you can play all these games. I said, yeah, for $20. She was like, no way. She bought a Switch right there. Like, oh no, I'm buying one right now today. You know what? Great games, man. Great game. And that's the only thing about, and I take this same comment and I put it over to digital. The reason why I don't like digital games because, when they done with the servers, they cut that bad boy off and it's over. No give me Madden, Fight Night, Call of Duty. Bad. Listen, hold on. Let me put that comment up right there. You're right. Give me Madden, Fight Night. And you know what? The bad part about it, man, you can get, on Madden, you can give me the Switch version. You can give me the Nintendo Switch not Nintendo Switch, but the Wii version of Madden. I'll take it. Or give me Madden 13 from the Wii U. I take it. Because football is football. Just give me an updated roster and I'm good. It's football. To not have a football game on the Switch to me is just like it still just bothers me. And it should be done, and it could be done right. But once again, if I was a stockholder in some of these companies, man, I'll be asking them questions like, man, why isn't it? So much money you would make that company, boy. But yeah, that was a good selection. So with Sega getting money again, maybe let's make that petition for Mad World 2. Oh man, I forget right. Sega did make Mad World. That is crazy. Yeah, listen, I'm all in favor of that. Whatever I can do to sign up for that petition, I'm signing that one. Because Mad World was good, man. Matter of fact, I might try to find that. I still got my Wii U. I might listen, I got a couple retro spots that I deal with. I might have to look for Mad World. I did find a copy of a Sight Truck, but I didn't find. I'm gonna look for Mad World. Ooh, wait, man, listen. For those of you young bucks who do not remember when it was going down, when 2K was taking Madden's lunch, man, you right. I would take NFL 2K5 right now. It was the superior game that year, and it was only $20. It forced Madden to go down to $20. Listen, I loved it, but then Madden did it. Listen, I ain't mad at EA. They did a boss move. It's like, all right, we're gonna start playing games, but you're gonna sign this contract exclusively with the NFL and just move you out. And it just in one stroke of a pen, it eliminated a whole gaming division. They killed out so many jobs with that one decision. But you're right. NFL 2K5, man, was a phenomenal football game. And I would take a straight port of that, even without the current roster. Just give me the game and I'll play it. Matter of fact, take that same engine and make a college football out of it. And buddy, it would sell like hot cakes. Caleb Phillips said, I'm not even a sports game fan, but even I think it's insane to not have Madden on the Switch. Perfect console for it. Could you? This is why I love my Switch, man, because I ain't lie, I love playing 2K on it, especially on the OLED because I got a little bit more screen. But I'll be in the bed. Listen, I don't have to get a whole game in. I can get a quick quarter in, put it in sleep mode, wake up the next morning. We messing around, I get another quarter in. I don't have to have a full sit down game. I could just do it in little chunks, play up my season, and keep it pushing. I love that aspect of it. I wish the Switch, this new Switch, or whatever they call it, they take one console from Xbox because the quick resume is such a phenomenal edition. Oh man, that quick resume, man, is wonderful. It's just, to me, just as important as having a fast SSD. That quick resume, man, it's like, if I cut it on right now, man, I'm into a game within seconds. And to me, that's how it should be. I have spoken. I want to get GTA, VCS, and on the Switch next. I would wait for the cartridge. Yep, I would wait for the cartridge because the cartridge is coming out in February. Yep, so Lydia, I would just definitely wait for the cartridge because you'll probably, be better off. All right, good people. Listen, man. Hey, I enjoyed the questions. The questions and the interaction with the question was super dope tonight. Let me go ahead and get back to where I need to get back to. This is the first stream of 2022. It's about 11:30 p.m. my time. You check import versions for the physical cartridge. That's what I do. For what games? I don't. I haven't. Oh, you want to take that back? Yes, I have. I just recently, because over here in the States there wasn't a physical version of Ninja Gaiden. What's it? Ninja Gaiden, the trilogy. It wasn't one over here, but I had to get one from overseas because I wanted a physical version of that game. But yeah, but let me see. Hold on, real quick. But yeah, this is the first stream of 2022. Good people. I'm sorry, man. When when this get clogged up, man, your whole thought process will be all over the place. Like, yeah, that thing, what's going on? What's going on? Gave me that. Oh, saying game. Yeah, man. I had to get a physical version of that game, man. That game is dope. Time, Chris. Hey, let me get y'all guys who new to the channel a little backstory. Like on the Christmas stream, man. My boy Chris is on the stream with us right now, and Chris was like, I had digital content and I had like statues and stuff to give away, and Chris was like all about statues, and so he ended up winning, but he ended up winning a pink controller, and man, we've been clowning him ever since. So that's Guerrilla Tactics. It said time to lose to a bot or Chris Mendez. Let's get it in. Spin the wheel of misfortune. All right, let's get it in, good people. Y'all know how we do around this time. We got 24 people on the wheel. I hope we got 24 likes. It'd be nice. But you know what? If you're new to the channel, man, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, man. We would love to have you guys back. We do this every Monday night. And this is for a Nintendo eShop card. $10. $10 holla. Are y'all ready? Y'all know how we do it. If your name is picked, it's, of course, you hear my boy Peter Griffin. He comes in like, oh, you can't hear nothing because Peter Griffin is turned down. Let's try this again. There it is. Pete Griffin in the building. And of course, saying my favorite. That's right. If your name get picked, we go all the way down till we got one winner left. Let me go ahead and turn my wheel on. Bam. There he is. Your boy is back in the scene. 24 people, crispy and clean. Let's see who is the first to catch the horn tonight. All right. Who is first? And our first, oh man, listen, I looked at Geeky and walked away. Geeky is out of here. But no, Geeky, you really won.
Psych! Better luck next time. Slugheads.
All right, Geeky is removed from the list. We keep it marching. Who is next to catch the flex tonight? And our next one, Guerrilla Tactics.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose.
Good day, sir. Good day, sir. Sorry about that, Guerrilla Tactics, man. You off the board early, man. Early. Let's see who's up next to catch the flex, and it's Chris. Oh man, Chris, your Twitch account.
You lose.
Makes you lose. You out of here. Misfortune, see? So funny. All right, who is next to catch the flex? Go ahead and hit that wheel. And It looks like, oh man, not my boy Liddy Games.
You lose.
Liddy Games is off the board, ladies and gentlemen. See you later, my guy. Thank you for hanging out with us, man. We appreciate you. Love having you around. Next up, he said, next up is your YouTube account. Oh man, that's so funny. All right, let's go. Who's next? Who is next to catch the flex? And oh, Xavier, man. Sorry, man, you was around, but ladies and gentlemen, please blow him off the board. That's right, Xavier is off the board, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for hanging out with us, but you lose. You're out of here. All right, keep it pushing. Who's up next to catch the flex? And up next, here we come. Here it coming. Looks like it's going to be, oh, not my guy, Cool Breezy. Cool Breeze is out of here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll keep it going. We're down to 18 people left on the wheel tonight. Who is next? Who is next? And it looks like it's going to be my boy, Ben.
You are out of here.
Ben is out of here. Hope he is asleep. Hope he's getting ready for school tomorrow. Like my kids should be getting ready for school tomorrow. All right. And it looks like our winner from last week, who could win this week anyway, Mikey, the Dreamer, is out of here. We'll keep it pushing. All right. Who's next? Who is next? Who is next? We'll keep it going. Keep it going. It looks like it's going to be my guy, Sir Dan Dude.
You lose.
You lose. Sorry, my guy. You out of here. All right. Next up, what did the sheep say? What did the sheep say? Laggy Dude. Bye. You out of here. Laggy Dude and all your bots. You out of here. All right. Keep it rolling. I love that. Next, Brent Newcomer Brent is out of here. God, Lord, God Almighty. I don't like when the new people leave. But it was nice having you around, Brent. Come back and hang out with us, man. Let's see. Who we got next? Oh, we down to 13 people. All right. CMG's on the board. My son Tyler on the board. SOC's on the board twice. Chi-Town just bit the dust.
You are
God Almighty.
out of here.
Chi-Town, man, my guy. You're out of here. All right, we keep it pushing. Who up next to catch the flex? And it will be, and it should be my son. I don't know. It's my son. He out of here. Peace out, Tyler. I love that song. All right, keep it pushing. Who up next to catch the flex? And it looks like it's going to be SOC. But SOC is still on the board because he also is watching us simultaneously on his Twitch account. And you could do the same. If you sign in from two different accounts, you have two chances to win. So you come back next week, sign in from your Twitch account, and sign in from your YouTube. My Twitch is GamingDad1906. 85. All right. Down to the last 10 for the win. And up next, it looked like it's going to be Roderick, my kid from my class. He is out of here. Let's keep that ball rolling. And up next, it will be Basil Joy.
You lose.
Basil Joy is out of here. All right. Grid Attack says, nope, don't like it. Said don't like that. Google must have let CMG know what's up. He's probably winning tonight. Oh man, they put the jinx on you. They said you up next to catch the flex. CMG, that's usually what happens when your name get caught up. And it looks like it's going to be Courtney. Oh man, Courtney.
Better luck next time. Slugheads.
Courtney is out of here. Appreciate you, Courtney, for coming through. I'll get that package out to y'all ASAP. Well, maybe probably tomorrow. And it looks like it's gonna be SOC.
It's all there, black
He
and
is
white,
outta
clear
there.
as crystal. You get nothing.
You lose. Good
Good
day,
day,
sir.
sir.
All right. And tonight's winner is going to be. I look like another bot. And we're saying,
Psych!
you're not. You out of here. Peace out. We're down to final 5, ladies and gentlemen. We got Christopher Mendez is back in the circle. CMG, newcomer Caleb Phillips. Look like another bot. Like 2 bots. You got 2 bots and 3 humans. I love. Oh man, listen, it's one of my favorites. It's one of my favorite slugheads. And our first bot is out of here.
It's all there, black and white,
I
clear
love this
as
one too.
crystal. You get
Gets nothing.
nothing.
You lose.
Good
day, sir. All right. First bot is gone. Down in the final 4, ladies and gentlemen. Final 4. Who's up next to catch the flex? And it will be, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a human winner tonight because the next bot is out of here. Final 3, we got Christopher Mendez, CMG, and Caleb Phillips. Now, Chris, I'm hoping you don't win. And let me tell you why. Because Chris he didn't win about 7 times. I want my guy CM, but you know CMG, you did win for over the Christmas break, so I'm pulling for the new guy. I'm pulling for Caleb. Let's go. Who is next to catch the flag? Slow it down. Who's it gonna be? Who's gonna be? Oh, Philip, man, I jinxed you, man. But you are out of here. But I was pulling for you, my guy. I really was. I wanted you to take the dub, man. Because I think it's dope that you come out and hang out with us today. Is it at this rate, Chris wins? Are we sure he's not a Terminator? Oh, man. Ladies and gentlemen, this is that Google spin. You can't be jinxing Caleb like that, though. I know. I'm sorry, Caleb, man. I did not mean to jinx you because I was really pulling for you. I wanted you to take the dub tonight. That jinx hit so hard. Oh man, listen, man. I apologize, man. But man, hey, Caleb, listen, man. We enjoyed you, man. You know, definitely, man. Come back out and hang out with us, man. We do this every Monday night, man. And matter of fact, while I got some of you guys on the board, listen, I'm going to send one out. I'm not going to be streaming next Monday because I got a basketball game to coach. You know, who am I? You know that. So, but I'm gonna stream on Tuesday. It won't be on Monday. It'll be on Tuesday. So you guys will get the alert for those who subscribe. So I'll be streaming on Tuesday night of this upcoming week instead of Monday. All right, good people. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we're down to our final 2. We had Christopher Mendez. He's been a several-time winner. So has CMG, has won several times. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. We do it in party fashion. How do we do it most? Drum roll, please. And tonight's winner will be, CMG. The guy is the winner tonight. And who is the loser? It is Chris Mendez. You lose. And our tonight's winner, give it up, my man CMG. Blow it up from kids. CMG, you know what to do, my guy. Give him the bomb.com. CMG, man, when you get a chance, man, just, send me that message, man. I can get that card out there to you. I do have an extra one left over here. I don't need to go buy none. Well, I do now, but I need one for before this stream. So, all right, let's go. It's a Google conclusion. Hold on. Chris said, "I'll try me back next time. You are a joy to listen to." Hey, man, that's great, man. I appreciate you, man. It's a lot of times, you know how you can hear certain people on the stream. You be like, man, I just can't deal with that voice. Okay. I do have one. It's one guy. He is so hard to listen to, and what's that guy name? What is his channel? Is it a Switch Prime or? I think it's Switch Prime or Prime Switch. I don't know what his name is. I forgot the guy's name. But I watch his stream every night. I watch his stuff every night and then. But he's so hard to listen to. It's something about that voice, man. I just don't do it for me. But hey, man, you know what, Caleb, man, by you saying that, man, I thoroughly appreciate it, man. Come back, man. You know what? Even if you just come back for a hot minute, man, chime in, man. chop it up, leave, come back. Whatever you can do, man. We just love good people to be in the environment. I got to do something with these bots. Me and SOC, we're gonna work it out. SOC gonna have to be my little ninja to kind of chop them up. When they come on the stream. But oh man, that's all I'm saying. Mr. Mendez, call it Mr. Mendez. Get out of here. Oh man, listen. He said, Gritty said, I caught it like 5 minutes ago. That's so funny. I said, I'll give it to someone. Hey, that's dope. That is dope. The gift that keeps giving. I appreciate your stream always. Yes, sir, man. Nintendo Prime. Yes, right. I'm sorry, man. I be trying to listen to him, man, but it is something about his voice, man. It just rubs me the wrong way. Sometimes I don't like dissing nobody, but his voice though, it's something about his voice. I'm sorry. I cannot lie. He said, as I look forward to meeting you. CMG, man. I'm telling you, man, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, man. Listen, especially if you can get out to E3, dog. We gonna hang out for sure. But you know what? Like the plans is to one day get back out to New York, man. Cause I gotta get back out to the Nintendo store. That was like one of my highlights of going to New York. It's like I gotta go to the Nintendo store. So we're gonna make it happen, my brother, man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate the things you're doing on your channel, man. If you guys have not subscribed to CMG, man, subscribe to his channel, man. He does nothing but Stadia, but he do some Switch stuff as well. But if you have some questions, you wonder how good Stadia can run and run on consoles, or run on your computer, you know what? He streams them live, and man, his streams are quite hilarious. I said, yeah, give it to what? Chief Executive Officer of Google. He been putting in work for these spins. Oh man. He said, I have the same thing in my stream. You do the wheel on your stream? CMG, if you do the wheel on your stream, you do giveaways? That would be dope. If you do, man, oh man, listen. I gotta get to your next stream. I gotta get on the wheel, dog. I gotta feel the pressure. Cause I don't get to feel the pressure. I just get to laugh when people lose. It's a difference when you in it. Like, I might take the W. You know what? I might start putting myself into the wheel. What do y'all think about if I put myself into the wheel? If I win, I have to write down a name, and then whoever name that I pick gets the $10 eShop card. I'm doing that next week. Yes, I am doing that. I'm gonna put myself into the wheel, and I'm gonna write as we talk. I'm gonna write a winner down. I'm just gonna say, all right, this is the winner. If I win, I give this person the $10 eShop card. That would be dope. Wouldn't that be dope? I think it would be dope. Let's see. CMG says, I was a Nintendo creator before Stadia. Oh, okay. See, listen, right. You got to return home. Return to your roots. So I will be back with Switch content. Does Chris win on the wheel in your streams too? Oh man, guys, the critic tactics, man, you is funny. I mean the bots. Oh, the bots in your streams. Okay, that's it. Man. Hey, Caleb, man, thanks. I think that would be a cool idea. I can just write the name down, and then if I win, then you know what? Oh, that'll be good. Yeah. So I think that's a cool idea. All right. See, this is why I can give it to like newcomers. I can make sure newcomers win. Good attack said, I'm not 100% sold on Chris not being a bot. Oh, man. Yeah, you guys are just too hilarious, man. Listen, man, first of all, man, God bless y'all, man. Hope y'all having a wonderful week, man. Hope y'all stay protected, man. I don't know where you at in this particular part of the world, but I know right now it's cold here in Georgia. Cold. And it's going to be cold tomorrow. But it was just 75 degrees like 2 days ago. You go from 75 to 35, you wonder why I got a cold. I keep coughing, but it is what it is, man. I'm just glad, man. I'm glad and grateful that I was able to kick with y'all tonight, man. I had a good time. Like always, man, we'll continue to do this again next on Tuesday. Remember that we're gonna do it on Tuesday, not Monday. Let's see. Somebody said, I think we got to ban Chris for botting. Okay, yeah. Listen, you got to help me out how to do that. Tell me, man, I'm always learning. You know what? It's as this channel continues to grow, man. Hopefully, we get some things changed and I can continue to improve. But yeah, who is Chris though? Listen, to me, people who bot, it's like, man, you got to be like something kind of special. You got to be like super lonely and be like, man, I'm gonna spend some of my time here on this earth trolling somebody else's stream. Man, what fun is that to be a coward? It's like this. It's like why? Woo-wee. That north weather ain't no joke. 25 degrees. I'm literally across the water from CMG. Technically, he could come across the border and catch me slipping. It got cold. 25 degrees. Yesterday was 60. I'm playing a dangerous game with these weekly jokes. Oh man, listen, hey, you is, buddy. Where you at, Grit Attack? You must be in Jersey. Are you in New Jersey? He said. So I can literally go outside and see CMG's house. Oh man. But once again, good people, man. I hope y'all have a wonderful night, man. Y'all be good, man. Have a wonderful week. This is your boy Gaming Dad. We back with another one on Tuesday instead of Monday. I think Tuesday is the 11th. That's the date. Are you in Toronto? Grid Attack in Toronto with your boy Drake. You know, in Toronto, man, they have this camera place I want to visit. I think it's called what is it called? Canada Air, or it's a popular camera place over in Toronto I want to visit. It said he is in NYC. I'm in Toronto. Got you. Oh yeah, Canadian nice. Yeah, listen, but them prices ain't them Canadian prices. Y'all can keep that. Y'all pay a grip for everything over there. Woo wee. But y'all got, I believe y'all got. Don't y'all got universal health care over there in Canada? All right, good people. Listen, I won't ask me questions. It's 11:50. I'm gonna take me some medicine and go lay it down. I'm in Jersey. Oh, okay. SOC, you in Jersey? Yeah, my brother, man. At one point in time, man, during 9/11, man, my brother worked. He worked for American Express, and their building was right next to, right next to the World Trade, and my brother, man, listen. He had to walk. He walked from there all the way to Jersey. That's crazy. That's crazy. That was a crazy job. But he used to stay in Orange, Jersey. I think it's Orange. I believe y'all have a city. Yeah, it's Orange. He's staying in Orange, Jersey. That's what he stayed at. But now he live overseas. Yeah, we have universal health care. Yeah, see, that's dope, man. Listen, let me ask you a question. Do you like it? That's the question. Do you like it? Universal health care. And do you have to pay? You have to pay anything. You just gotta go in and say, look, man, I'm sick, fix me. SOC can't protect me from CMG, or maybe they both come to Canada to clap. Listen, don't worry. They're not gonna get bad Border Patrol. All right, good people. Listen, I won't let y'all. I'll keep y'all phone. All right, good people. I love y'all. And good fashion. Let me get to my screen. You know how I like to exit up out of here, like I came in, like a new pair of shoes. All right, there we go. All right, good people. This is your boy Gaming Dan. Have a wonderful night. God bless. And so